What's going on, boys? Back in with another video. I figured, you know what, it's really not that hard to just record myself making these video talks. And I figured I'm getting more consistent in other content areas. I might as well get more consistent in these. And I do feel like I can provide quite a bit of value to you guys from my own experience and things that I've gone through. And I'm also not trying to do that whole clickbait thing as well, like, you know, thank me later. I've complained about this before, but I'm really not into that. I get it that it's like, it's to get more engagement, to get more people to click on your video, but I think it's really disingenuous to do things like that, man. It's just it's like you're overshadowing the fact that you're trying to help people by creating something that just forces you to click. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's really particularly big authenticity in that. It's just a creator trying to get more views. And I get it, we all want more views, more followers, more all of that stuff, but I think what the angle that I'm trying to keep is just create for the general help of people, you know what I mean? To inspire others, not to, you know, get you to thank me later, you know? Not you to think, you know, if I were 20, here's what I would do again. It's garbage, man. It's complete garbage. And quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing that on my feed, you know, ranked, you know, tier list of best habits. Man, it's all just garbage. So really what I want to do is I just want to just speak, you know, just tell you guys things that I go through, things that I deal with on a regular basis that, you know, can impede or amplify my progress in certain areas of my life. Right now, I am probably the most stressed out I've ever been in my life, you know? You think having a kid at 16 would give you a crazy amount of stress, but surprisingly, when I was 16, I wasn't even stressed out about having a kid. I was like, oh, well, I have a kid now, that's chill, you know, cool. Now things are for real. Things are actually starting to happen, you know. I have student loans. I have loans that I've taken out to continue my education. Another thing, why did I go back to college? Why didn't I just double down on my creative aspirations? And why didn't I just, you know, get crazier in music or get another job and, you know, do all those things? Well, look at it from my perspective. I chose electrical engineering for a reason. The reason being that it's really quite simple. Electrical engineering, electric guitar. I like electric guitar. I like music. I like electrical. I like electricity to give power to my instruments. It's that simple. I mean, really, come on. You can't get any more simple than that. It's just, you know, people ask me, why did you choose that? You know, it's such a hard field. And it's like, you know what, man, it's not really that hard once you actually find an interest in something. So obviously pick something that you can, you know, not be 100% in, you know, like committed wise, just like something that's dream, what do you call it? Dream adjacent to what you're trying to go for, right? I'm not a big engineering guy. I'm not fucking Elon Musk, you know? I'm just a normal dude trying to go to the gym, make music and do things and get a great life going for himself, you know? Start a business, start, you know, training people and shit like that. So it's that simple, you know? As well as the whole concept of going back to school. I know I listen to a lot of influencers, you know, Andrew Tate. I listen to a lot of Andrew Tate, pretty much. I listen to David Goggins. I listen to Alex Eubank a lot sometimes. You know, he's about more of my age. And the whole Hopkins, that's pretty much the guy that got me into this whole like create content to kind of escape your matrix thing. You don't have to go back to college, you know, you don't have to do these things. But I felt in my gut feeling, I wanted to pursue an intellectual endeavor, you know. I just wanted to prove it to my dad that I could do something, that I could do whatever, I could do anything, you know. And it really wasn't about me. It was more about my family legacy, and to make a point, you know, and to prove other people wrong. I said, you know what is the hardest possible thing I could do at that moment? You know, 3 years ago, what was the hardest possible thing I could do right now? Quit drugs, quit drinking, quit smoking, and sign up to be an electrical engineer. I thought that was fucking insane. I thought that was, holy crap, if I do this, you know, I could change my life around. I could develop the habits needed to do whatever I want with my life. So it wasn't really about, you know, just like going to college to get a traditional job, to get a 9-to-5, to get all these things and just, you know, live a normal average life. It really wasn't about that. In fact, it was more like I wanted to be beyond average. I wanted to just increase my workload, and fuck, man, I increased it a lot. Like, fuck, you know. So, you know, sometimes the risk that you take seems insurmountable. Is it insurmountable or insurmountable? I can't remember. It seems like such a huge risk. But you got to look at the outcomes. You got to look at the ROIs on things that you do, on the skills you invest in. You know, I think of it as investing in myself. I mean, I'm about to graduate for an electrical engineering degree. You know, that's insane. I never thought I could do that, you know. I never thought I was smart enough. I never thought I had the intellectual ability to do something like that. I always thought I was an idiot kid that just, you know, I didn't think I was smart since like I was like 12, and I would get like the highest grades in the class, and then after that I would just narrow off into, you know, fuck, it's good enough. You know, it was always good enough for me. It was always like, shit, all right, well, you know, fuck it. That's what it is now. You know, it's, you know, at least I did it. I never really pushed myself to my complete limit, and I feel like I am doing this. I feel like I am doing that right now by doing the things that I've kind of always wanted to do, kind of always wanted to push myself, and whether it be content, whether it be music, whether it be in my body, whether it be in my relationships with people. It's all finally coming together. At age 27, guys, it took me so fucking long. And you know, there's people that get it figured out at age 21, at age 19, at age 23, 24. But there's also a huge amount of people that don't even ever figure it out, you know? And luckily, I kind of eventually clicked at age 24. When I saw a video that my brother took of me at a swimming pool. You know, I was out of shape. I was a drunk. I was a weed smoker junkie. My relationship with my daughter was deteriorating. You know, I was just nothing. I was on the path to nothing. I was just on a steep slope downhill, man. And now I'm on a very steep slope uphill, which is gonna take more work than how you fucking anticipated. But you know, at the end of the day, guys, this is what it's about. This is exciting. This is good. You know, Every day, these challenges that I've been given, well, yeah, they fucking stress me out. Yeah, they make me want to fucking jump off a bridge sometimes. Shit, I haven't thought about suicide since I was like, a little fucking emo, depressed 15-year-old. Dude, I was actually trying to fucking think, man, I could just fucking end all of this. I could just kill myself. I could really just do it. But then, you get into logics, into logical analysis. No, fuck no, I'm not doing that. The hell no. No, it's no. No way will I ever do that. So I guess, what do you call this? Just a heads up, I would never kill myself, ever. I would never do it. I could never. My point here is I've been so stressed out recently. It's insane. But also I feel like the most excited I've ever been in my life. You know what I mean? It's like this fucking this wall that just keeps coming at me. Like I keep pushing it, but it just keeps like pushing me down, but I keep putting pressure. You know what I mean? And then it's like a spring. It's like a spring, dude. The kinetic energy and the potential energy. My kinetic energy is going. I'm trying to reap out the potential energy in that spring, man. And at some point, I'm gonna have enough energy that I'm gonna push that spring all the way down against the wall and break through that fucking wall and see what else is next. Maybe there's another spring. You know what I mean? There's hella fucking springs I need to get to. So, life is hard. But if it weren't hard, man, then what would we be doing? What would this be about? This would be pointless. This would be futile. How do you make your life easy? By making it hard as fuck. Isn't that counterintuitive? It's weird. It kind of clicked on me. How can I make my life the easiest possible life ever? The most cool, the most chill, the best life I could possibly fucking have. The answer that I came up with was making it the hardest life possible in good conscience, and like in doing the hard things that nobody wants to do, doing the things that you don't even want to fucking do, waking up every fucking day and getting after even when you don't want to, putting your feelings aside and just think consistency, discipline, logic, discipline, logic, consistency, just mechanical, just move, just do it, don't think about it, stop thinking. I saw this movie yesterday, Bjorg versus McEnroe. It's a tennis movie. Two of the smartest guys on earth, right? Apparently McEnroe went to Stanford, so it's hard to relate to that kind of stuff, but I can relate to the grit that he had to go through to be the best in the world, right? Next to Bjorg, who was the best in the world for 5 times in a row. There was this advice that Bjorg's coach was telling him. Don't think. Just do. And that just clicked, because all I do is think. All I fucking do is think. Think. It's annoying. It stresses me out, man. Thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about why I did this, thinking about how I'm going to do that, thinking about how I should do this. Screw all that, man. Don't think. Just chill. Don't think. Just do. Do what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do. Every single fucking day, you show up and you get it done. Okay? So, I guess I came up with the title for this video is Stop Thinking, Just Do. And that's a wrap for right now, guys. I'm about to get into the gym. It's gonna be a leg, or not leg day. Oh, it's gonna be kind of a leg day. It's gonna be like a little hybrid day, but it is what it is. Peace.